Unbelievable. Just unreal how you people are so freaking grateful. Oh my God. You know what? Andrew Luck, let me tell you something. What they did to Andrew Luck was just unreal.
Seriously?
They're booing him. They're booing Andrew Luck. I can't show the video because I don't own it, but I can play the soundbite. They're booing. These are his own fans. Oh, you ingrates. Oh, you ingrates. You good Andrew Luck right here. I can't show the video. Oh my God, that's heartbreaking. Oh! Alright, enough of this. Alright, so let me get this correct. Let me get this right. The man married, having his first kid. Big ups to you, Andrew. It's 29 years old. He's been injured since he was a Spartan. Let's get this. Let's try to comprehend this. He was injured since he was in college. He came out, played stellar. You know what I'm saying? Took you to a couple. Never took you to the Super Bowl. Okay. Took you to a couple playoff rounds. Okay. He had big shoes to fill. Okay. He had to come after Peyton freaking Manning. All right. He was supposed to be the golden boy after Peyton Manning. Okay. Who set the bar so high that it's just almost impossible. Peyton Manning had his neck broke, came back and won a Super Bowl. Went to 2 Super Bowls, as a matter of fact. Lost one, fairly bad, against the Seahawks, but came back and, of course, they gave it to him, but won the next one and then left. How many Super Bowls has Peyton been through? And you're supposed to come in after a broken neck Super Bowl champion? Andrew Luck comes in, does his damnness, playing injured on a torn labrum. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a slap tear. That means the bicep muscle is tearing off of where it's supposed to be under the shoulder. People call it slap tear. People call it torn labrum, which is the scientific name for whatever. But nonetheless, I've had one. And when you get one, you're not coming back anytime soon. So this man is trying to rehab himself, get himself back together, and then he has one of his internal organs has a tear in it, and then he has an abdominal tear, and he's getting his butt kicked because the line isn't helping him as much as they should because they don't have the size. So he's getting, and then suffers a concussion. And then after that, suffers a terrible leg injury that he's just playing in pain. And as far as a shoulder injury, go listen to Flo Mo Raps. He explains it so good. But as far as a shoulder injury, listen, when I had my torn labrum, when I got mine, it was from lifting weights. The doctor was like, first we got to give you pain injections. Where they stick a needle into your shoulder, and that hurts. just to ease the pain, but it doesn't fix the fact that you have to have an operation on your shoulder. It doesn't fix that. And that's exactly what this man had to have. So he's got so many injuries. And yeah, he's young, and he's got a concussion. He's got internal injuries. This man's body is giving out on him, and all he can think about is, I have a child. If I don't get out of here, if I don't get the heck out of here and stop taking all these hits, stop getting all these injuries, I'm 29. About time I'm 35. I'm not even gonna know what day it is. I'm not gonna be able to get up and take my kid out and ride a bike with him, play ball with him, or her. I'm not gonna be able to celebrate my life with my wife and child. I'm not gonna be able to make love to my woman. It's gonna all go downhill. And they're trying to say he did it for the money. He left, what, 25 mil that they can get from it? He's like, I don't care, I'm done. My body can't take it anymore. Look, we just saw another player do the same thing. Linebacker. He's like, I'm done. Football is a serious thing. This is the reason why I didn't want to go to college and play. And I could have. I had 2 letters. I was like, nah, because the head injuries. Listen, it is a big deal. But you ungrateful, pitiful fans who burn his jersey. You guys are just despair. I can't anymore. That's why I don't watch football. It's just an ungrateful sport. It's just not worth it. I'm out.